Alright, what's up, boys? Today we are going to talk about Nuke, more specifically taking outside control and the defaults that you can run if you're like a newly developed team, or if you're a pre-existing team and you're trying to spice up your strat book here. Because I'm in the title, I'm busting out my strat book. Alright, people pay for this shit, man. I'm giving it to you for free because I'm caring and I'm trying to revive NACS. So this one's on me. So, outside control. If you don't know, Nuke, on the map, when you're a T-side, the most sought-after control of the map is outside because there's not really other places to take. If you're in lobby, I mean, squeaky control is kind of a thing if, like, T's nade, or if CT's nade it and, like, post an op here. But, can't really take HUD, and taking ramp's pretty awkward as well. You can do it, but it's like one of those one-off things where it's like, you throw it in every now and then. You don't always take ramp because that just doesn't work. So yeah, the meta right now is to take outside control, and it's probably going to stay that way. And there's plenty of different defaults that you can run, all having specific pros and cons to them. And I'll go over all of that. I'm busting out the StratBook, man. And, I got it all right here. I have like 5 different defaults I'm gonna show you, and yeah, be free to copy them however you want. I'm going over in a pretty general way. Like, I'm not talking about specifically 1 out of 5 players, or this player right here, this 4th player, this 5th player, like not like that. It's pretty loose. Adapt it how you want to your team, and yeah, let's get right into it. So I actually fucked up this video like twice already, and I'm already 30 minutes into it, and I don't know how to edit, so like I just keep on restarting. So we're gonna go over this really quickly, and hopefully a lot more concise than last time. So starting off with outside control, you have your secret smokes. Basically what this is, smoke off the initial cross, or what I like to call red cross, your first cross, and second cross smokes. And it's your first and second just to get to secret, and then your initial is just to get to red. And yeah, so let me talk about the benefits and the plays that you can make with this. So I'll show the lineups afterwards. But yeah, when you throw these smokes, you can just there's like 4 or 5 things that you normally just do. One is you just throw the smokes and just all 5 rush secret. 2, you can throw the smokes and just all 5 walk secret, and CTs can't see you. 3, you can throw the smokes and have like a lurk go down secret. And 4, you can throw the smokes and just not do anything and just feign an outside take and make the CTs think that you're going down secret, and then actually just go for like a fast inner hit or something. So, and obviously you can switch it up, have 2 players, have 3 players, however you want, adopt it as you wish. But those are generally how you are going to use these smokes, and I'll show the lineups really quickly. So for the initial cross, or red cross, you just want to aim at the wires in between these 2 fences and just run through. And the reason why you're going to want to throw it from right here is because sometimes you're going to want to throw this smoke for the initial cross, and then have that person go inner, so the people going outside can save their smokes. And I'll get to it why in the other default. Now for the first cross, come right here behind the truck. Aim right here at the top of the window. Second cross, come here and aim at the corner of the building, and that's going to be your first secret default right here. So now moving on to the next default, which I like to call the camp out default. It's pretty similar to the secret one. It's literally the same exact smokes, except it's all about timings. So what you're going to end up doing, and the most common way to use this default is to get a lurk down secret, is you're going to throw the initial cross smoke. The lurk is not going to throw this. Someone playing inner is. They're going to throw the smoke right here. And that's it for now. They're going to get the lurk out to red box, and he's just going to, his whole goal is just to stay alive right now. He's just going to hold, and he's going to let the smoke fade, actually. And the point of doing this default is because it does what I like to call twinning with other strats. It appears to CTs as a different strat, or as the same strat as something else, but it's completely different fundamentally. So to the CTs, what do they see? They just see the first cross smoke, and that's it for the first 30 seconds. And what this matches well with is if you throw this first cross smoke and then just not throw anything, and then not even send anyone outside. And the CTs might see this, and that round they just find out that no one goes red box and nothing ever happens outside this. So they just assume that whenever you throw the smoke, that you're just using that to fake an outside take. So yeah, this works really well to like I said, fake that. And what's going to end up happening is you're going to throw that first cross smoke, and that lurk is going to get to red box, and you're going to have someone from inner come out here, come up in the corner, aim in between this, like in the middle between these bars, between these two dots, up in the middle, and jump through. And this is going to smoke off the second cross. And if this lurk still has a smoke, what this allows him to do is just right click the smoke on the ground and cross down to secret. And yeah, the reason why this works is because the CTs, let's just say someone's sitting up here, which no one ever will, they'll see the initial smoke, they'll watch it fade, and they're like, okay, no one's outside, like, and probably rotate someone off. And then these smokes come in when in reality there's a lurk here, and now the lurk can like quietly walk down to secret, and the CTs will never know, or they will know and just force to rotate. So that's the benefits of the island default, or the camp out default, I like to call it. So you can also do this in different ways too. You can send like 3 or 4 people. You can send as many people as you want to do this camp out default. It's mainly used to getting a lurk down and just disrupting the CT side, because they are forced to rotate. If there's a possibility that someone went down secret, someone from inner has to drop vent, or someone from ramp has to go down ramp, and the heaven player has to rotate to ramp or something. Like, they're forced to rotate. The other option that you have for this default is the lurk can actually end up throwing his smoke.
Smoke down.
And going, oh shit, okay. The lurk can end up throwing this smoke here and come in here without a smoke, and then you can just have these 2 guys come inner, come out here from lobby, throw the second cross, and then the first cross will be thrown. You line up with them. You like get in the corner with them. You aim right there in the middle of the railing and jump in, and that's gonna be the first and second cross smokes. Like so. This one's probably gonna be a little bit messed up because you are supposed to line up with the other person there. And the reason that you throw this instead of the other one is if like you only wanted to send one person out there, or if you wanted to like not send anyone at all, you could just have this guy throw this smoke, and then just mid round, if you wanted. This is kind of risky because you're giving a lot of util to something that might not be true. You can end up just throwing these smokes here to make the CTs think that you got someone to secret. But like the reason I say it's pretty risky is because the CTs could end up playing in secret and know that no one's red box, and they won't be forced to use like a rotate, and now you just wasted 2 smokes off of that. So that's kind of like a little bit more complicated. I just thought I'd throw it in there and talk about that. But that is the camp out default. Moving on from there, we have the garage default. So this is, my opinion, it gives you a lot more options than the secret default, because now you can start pressuring garage and actually taking garage control, maybe wrapping to heaven, and pressuring mini, and going for an A split. And how you throw this is with these 3 smokes. So you're gonna have your mini smoke, and then your mini second smoke for crossing, and then you're gonna have a garage smoke in here. And I'll show all the lineups. So starting off with a mini smoke, come right here between the paint and the yellow. Find this horizontal line and then find this vertical line. Stay crouched and jump through. And this is gonna land in front of mini, just like that. And now your garage smoke, come here, line up with the fence, aim right there at the black thingy, whatever that is, that little square, and jump throw, and that's gonna land inside garage. And then you're gonna have your final second mini smoke, come right here in this corner, find this little pole that wraps around the silo, jump throw in the corner. That's gonna smoke off the second cross. So now what you can do with this is both smoked off. Garage is also smoked off, but you can have your teammates sneak up behind the smoke, have some guy come down here, flash you guys in, boom, kill the guy in here, and now you can start pressuring garage, possibly wrapping heaven, or doing that and making it known that you could be in garage, and now the heaven player is forced to like watch garage, and then you can hit enter because the heaven player is distracted. There's a lot of things you can do with this. The other thing you can do as well is just flash into mini itself while the smoke is down and go for an A split. And this is probably going to be the most common thing you'll end up doing with this, is if you'll throw the garage smokes and send like 2 or 3 people outside and keep 2 people inner, and then you can do a nice A split, which is like a top hut molly, and maybe like a second vent molly as well. And these guys just jump through the smoke. Really effective. Yeah, it's probably the most common thing you'll end up doing with that garage default. So the one downside of that though is it's a little bit harder to cross 2 secret, because these smokes actually do not cover going into secret at all because of heaven. But with that in mind, you could also try and look for a one-way here, and maybe kill the heaven player and he's not expecting it. So that's the garage default. Moving on to the next one is the big default, and this one is pretty much the same. It's just a slightly different. it's basically like a smoke like right here,
I'm throwing smoke.
right here,
Smoke down.
and then like
Smoke down.
right here. And this allows you to go secret and or garage. And honestly, I'm not really sure why Big throws this. I just saw it in a Big demo and they throw it a lot. I'm sure there's other reasons to it. But I think it's to be able to pressure garage and be able to go down secret if they want. Like it kind of accomplishes both because you can walk down secret and not be seen from heaven. So it's like kind of like a hybrid of the garage default and the secret cross smokes. And I'll show all the lineups for this. These smokes are kind of harder to land. There's one specifically that's like really hard. So this is the first one right here. Come here in this corner. And at the window. And this is going to be your first smoke that lands like right here. And then the second one, I'm going to come right here. Get in this corner. Go in between the pole and this square thing. And you want to like come up to like about the middle of that. This one's like probably the hardest smoke to land in my opinion. Let's see if it even lands. I've never seen it land like that. They usually land wrong the other way, so here, let's try this again. If it does the same thing, man. There we go. So that's the second way to throw it. The way I line this up, which I find it the easiest, so you see this line right here in the blue bin, and you see my left knuckle on my hands, like my hands like this, my left hand. My pointer finger knuckle, put it right there. Like that. And then you want to jump there with it. And that's going to get your second cross smoke. And finally your third cross smoke for this big default. So you want to come right here and jump throw right there in that corner. That's going to land right here. And it gives you the full little crescent to cross the secret or flash in the garage. You know, take garage control. So that's the big default. I just call it the big default because I saw it in a big demo. Yeah. And finally, for the last default, this is what I call the heaven default, and this allows you to wrap and go heaven specifically. And it involves a hell smoke, a smoke that lands right here, a what's it called, mini smoke, and then a garage smoke. So what you're gonna end up doing is throwing the hell smoke, come right here, the back of the truck, aim in between the top of that thing and this, run, jump throw once the red is out of your screen, and then this is gonna land right there. The mini smoke is the same as from the garage default, so you're just gonna come right here, crouch, find this, jump throw, and then finally like the garage smoke like you already know about, which is right here from the other default.
Smoke down.
Just throw this, and this allows you to have players come on top of mini and drop down and come out. This is gonna be down here. Excuse me. And wrap heaven with no troubles except for player's heaven, which you can easily flash off like this and drop down. So what I like about throwing this mini smoke here instead, because there's another way to throw this default, is this allows you to drop mini if you wish and just go push through the smoke as well. And it looks the exact same with the CTs. They see all these three smokes land, and let's say you ran it one round before where you actually wrap heaven, they're going to see all the three smokes land again and think you're going to wrap heaven again, but you can switch it up and actually go mini and just push through the smoke. So that is the heaven default, which I'd call it. And yeah, you just want to be aware of CTs playing and garage itself. So it's a little bit awkward when you actually come out here trying to work up heaven, because there's a lot of angles you can deal with. Because there's times where CTs actually play back here, and it's kind of hard to deal with and work against. So I think that's all 5 actually. Let me just check. Yeah, that's all 5 of the defaults. So you know, I actually accomplished my goal, made this video a lot shorter. Use these how you like. Let me know what you think of the video, and yeah, hopefully you win some games off of these, because I have yet to implement these. I just have it all on my StratBook, because I'm currently in a team, but I'm not IGLing for it. So yeah, you guys have a good one.